Perks are essential in the Fallout game. You simply can't play the game without them. But today, I'm going to prove them wrong, and that is why today we're going to find out can you beat Fallout 4 without perks. I started the game right before exiting the vault because starting from the start is like playing the game without perks. I want to keep things balanced by setting all of my special points to 4 and design my character into the most beautiful creature you'll ever witness in this world. Let's just call him Pingus for short. I came out from the womb of the earth and then visit my favorite character in this game, Random Raider 223 as happy as always, and kill him and his dog. It's like an understanding, hello, only both of us understand, okay? So don't judge us. I came to Sanctuary and I changed my mind for grabbing the special book, because I wanted to keep things balanced as it should be. I visited Red Rocket and asked Dogmeat's help through this harsh wasteland, and then said hello to our neighbor. They didn't take our halos very well, so we attacked them as well. We arrived in Concord and as always, helped Preston to eliminate the raiders. The upgrade jingle was trying to seduce me to pick a perk, but my mind refused to do that. But my heart struggled. I finished the raiders inside and then took a book. I thought picking up the book will give me a perk, but when I checked I still have 0 perks, so I was glad to not have to reload the save. I didn't forget to greet Marcy this time, so I greeted her twice, and then came out from the museum in order to slaughter the raiders outside. With the bar armor, I became as strong as Hercules himself, so I took out the raiders with ease and then faced the Deathclaw. The lizard was so powerful, she yeeted a man from this realm, so I crippled the lizard's leg, making her an easy target to kill. A crippled Deathclaw is a dead Deathclaw. I finished the raiders and then head back to Preston's gang to receive my reward. On my way to Diamond City, I changed my HUD to be more appropriate, and then continue my noble conquest as a skinny virgin. I met Tereska and Carla, and I knew I've been waiting for this moment, because this is not a good guy playthrough. I killed her without mercy, and then bathed with her Brahmin's blood. The thing that's going to be a constant problem in this playthrough is the lack of damage I make towards my enemies, and the effectiveness of stimpaks. To heal myself, if I spot a bed nearby, I would sleep to magically recover bullet wounds. But for damage, I genuinely just don't know, but Doom had taught me to shoot your enemies until it dies, so I did that most of the time. I need lots of courage and bullets to kill enemies. For upgrading my weapons, I could not have the gunman perk, so in order to upgrade my weapons, I used a strategy that I made called the Junk Saber. So for example, I have a pipe pistol with the sharpshooter grip, long light barrel, and an automatic mod. Then I found a pipe pistol with the quick eject drum mag, and because I cannot add that mod to my pipe pistol, I changed the quick eject drum mag pipe pistols into a standard mag, and then applied the quick eject drum mag to my pipe pistol. I figured that out with my huge brain, and I think that's a good change to make Fallout 4's gameplay a bit more different and challenging. I met Dance and decided to join the Brotherhood again because it is indeed the fastest way to finish the game. We enter Arcjet and then slaughter the scenes inside. We got the tipped range transmitter and then head out to give him the thing and get my righteous authority. I then continue my journey to Diamond City. I came across the wreck of USS Riptide and I knew I have to clean the place up. All going well, but then I grabbed a book and when I checked my perks on Pip-Boy, I got a perk because of that. And that's against the rule, so I reloaded my recent save and cleaned the place again, avoiding the book this time. In this playthrough, I was avoiding the Vault Boy figures to keep my special balanced. I got lots of pipe weapon mods after DC cards and I killed the super mutants, and then I head inside Diamond City. I did Piper's interview and then head into Nick Valentine's office to trigger the unlikely Valentine mission. I had a bit of fun on my way there, and got myself some good pipe weapons. I have arrived in Park Street Station and then I cleared the triggermen. They weren't as tough as I thought, but they still delivered a huge amount of damage. Lucky for me, there were beds scattered throughout the subway, so I didn't have to waste any stimpaks. When I entered Vault 114, I was not in a good shape to fight Tino, so I searched for beds. I found one under the stairs and then faced Tino, and eventually got him killed. I freed Nick, shoot more triggermen, sleep, killed Skin Malone, and then escaped from the vault. We went to Diamond City to discuss about my case, and Nick suspected Kellogg would be the one who kidnapped my son. So we went to his house, but it was locked. I asked the mayor to get a key, but he's an asshole. So I asked the secretary and she complied with me. Good, we head inside Kellogg's house and discovered some clues, and thus we track him down like a dog using a dog. We had zero struggle on our way, oh well, except when we faced the turrets outside Fort Taken. Inside, we killed a few tin men and then once again nuked Kellogg because I didn't want to dedicate my time to kill the bald man. I got his memory and then we went to Pipey's office to discuss our findings. And then to the memory 10 we go. On my way, my stupid ass kept killing everything in sight, even though leveling up is useless in this playthrough. There was this one time a raider kept killing me and my hard head kept trying to kill that server bitch. When we arrived in memory 10, we took a peek into Kellogg's boring head. And turns out the Institute traveled across the Commonwealth with teleportation technology. After I got out from his head, Nick and I went back to Cambridge police station in order to go to the Braidwind. There was no problem on our way there, but then there was a slight inconvenience when we arrived. My character was too overpowered, he was forcing himself to the fourth dimension, trying to bridge from this world to our world through the Shadow Realm. So I stopped his doing by changing my POV. Thank fucking god. Long story short, Maxon doesn't like our neighbor the folk copycats, so he asked me to slaughter them. I took them and their leader with ease, and then proceed inside their fort to annihilate the rest of them and secure the nukes. I came back to Red Rocket to take Talkbig with me to the glowing sea, and then we tried to keep low profile in order to not make conflicts with others. Although I don't have a sneak perk, as long as I am standing pretty still, no one could ever see me coming. The death cloud just proved that I am right. I talked to Virgil and then I had to kill the Courser. I entered Green Deck and then proceed to kill the gunners. I got stuck for a while when I encountered the gunners with a missile launcher, but I had managed to kill the armed cunt. With the missile launcher, I shot the Courser and then continued to damage the Hitman copycat with anything I have. I talked to Dr. Amari and she told me to go find the railroad to analyze the Courser chip. So on my way to the railroad HQ, I found myself challenged by things that I encountered. I had a beef with the super mutants and almost got myself killed, but luckily, luck was on my side. Then a bloodfly that was hard to kill bothered me and generally want me dead. But then, I finally arrived in the railroad HQ completely scarless. I had the course chip analyzed, and then head back to Virgil to follow the next order. Then I built the signal interceptor, aka the teleporter. So I built the damn thing, but mid-build I ran out of ceramics, so I head home to take some cups. But actually, I didn't need the cups anyway because the power generators were actually more than enough to power the teleporter. I just misplaced a cable, so damn! What a waste of 1 minute 44 seconds of my life. I eventually finished the signal interceptor and then went inside the institute. I talked to father and agreed to quote-unquote join the institute. And then I went searching for Dr. Lee. I found the dame and as usual she is a bitch in all of my Fallout 4 playthroughs because I didn't have enough charisma points. So I did what I must to convince her to join me and then head back to the airport. Then it is time to build the big boy himself, the Liberty Prime. In order to get proper materials to build electromagnetic actuators, I was sent to a hospital to get the materials. But before that, I am upgrading my arsenals with anything I have to make this journey easier. And also give them names because I was kinda got attached to them. My journey to the hospital was not an easy one. Long story short, I arrived in the hospital and killed the robots. I got what I needed and then head back to build the electromagnetic actuators. My next task was to secure the nukes inside a pyramid in the middle of the glowing sea. I need to talk to Scrap Helen first though, but I cannot tell if she's an idiot or got overdosed by chat, maybe both, I don't know. The next time I encounter her, she was fine. So there I went with my chopstick legs to secure the nukes. I arrived inside the pyramid and because I accidentally offended the nuclear dude, he and his wife attacked me. I died and then restart this all over again, but this time, I threw a grenade, and they miraculously survived, and my idiot ass shot them with a missile launcher close range. So, the third try, I threw a different grenade, and it worked this time. I killed the Assaultron with ease. I secured the nukes and then head out from the pyramid and report to Proctor Ingram. And it was time for me to kill Dance. I talked to Scribe Helen and once again, there was something wrong with her. It was like her mind was taken by clouds of infinite forgetfulness and a large dose of jets. She eventually became alright and then pointed me to the right direction to dance. So there I went once again, and when I arrived in my destination, I killed Dance in cold blood. And then for my next mission, it was time for me to slaughter the railroads. By far, slaughtering the railroads was the hardest part of this playthrough. I died many times because of Glory and Desdemona. So I threw a nuka grenade that I acquired from the pyramid, and it did the job pretty well. I reprogrammed Pime and then head back to Bridgewood to announce my success. My next mission was the mass fusion mission, so I flew with Proctor Ingram and Dogmeat toward the tall building, and we were getting shot at by Sins. We defeated them and then we went a long way to below the building. But once I got there, I set up traps for the robots and then get the beryllium agitator. My trap worked like a water splash for the sentry bot, so I had to destroy the bot with every strong arsenals that I have. On the other hand, the trap worked like charm with the assaultrons, but not enough to kill them, so I killed them and then head out from the mass fusion building. After a solid 1 minute loading screen, I fast traveled to the airport, thus had to face the loading screen once again. I inserted the beryllium agitator inside the Liberty Prime, and then I fast traveled to the CIT building. After the hostiles were eliminated above, Liberty Prime made a hole for us to get inside the Institute. Inside the Institute, we slaughtered the Saints and the scientists. When I met my son, I simply shot him in the head, because Pingus believed that he should have aborted the child when he was in his wife's womb. So I override the security protocol and then finish the mission. I tried to kill my child version of my son, but he just cannot be harmed. So we head out from the Institute and nuke the damn place. So yes, you can beat Fallout 4 without perks.